This isn't just another podcast. It's a movement, a global wave of women from Nairobi to Nashville, Seoul to Sao Paulo, stepping out of the shadows and into the spotlight. Women who are ready to be seen, to be heard, to be unmuted. I'm Anjuli Marshall, an award-winning ABC and NBC journalist and speaker, turned business strategist, coach, and mom. My mission? To amplify the voices of women who were never meant to stay silent. One woman, one voice, one story at a time. So go ahead, put on your comfy pants, grab a coffee, and maybe the remote. Are you ready to press the button? Unmuted starts right now. Hello, and welcome back to Unmuted. I'm your host, Anjali Marshall, and I am so excited that I get to do this every single day. This is such a privilege. Unmuted is a podcast where we celebrate the women who turn silence into strength and difference into superpower. And if you didn't know, yes, you have a lot of superpowers. Today, I'm honored to welcome Imane Berkane, an award-winning coach, international speaker, and the founder of I Am Consultancy. Imane's story is one of refusing to shrink, to step up instead, and light the way for others to belong, to speak up, and to claim their unique space. And so I am very honored and very proud that Imane is with us today. Welcome to the show, Imane.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic story. It's a unique story, and I would love for our viewers at home to just get a glimpse of who you are. Can you tell us a bit about your background and what brought you here?
Yeah, so it all started with, if I had to take it right back, all started with my journey with hair loss. So I started suffering from hair loss when I was 19. And through that journey, I really discovered that there was a disconnection with myself. I started documenting my journey on YouTube, talking about how hair loss and natural remedies I was finding in scientific research. And through that journey, I was so amazed at how many women were touched by my story that were suffering from the same thing. And I was really excited to launch my first business, Bia, a few years ago. And then I kind of realized that Bia felt unintentional, untrue. So I went through a whole rebranding exercise, and I launched Syra this year in March, which is all about reconnection and really helping you to write that love letter to yourself so that you can find your confidence.
You said that your first business felt untrue. What do you mean by that? Because you started this from a necessity, correct? This was a need that you had. Is it that you grew, or is it that you just realized this is not how I want to communicate my heart?
Yeah, so when I first launched Bia, it was very much, I kind of knew what I didn't know. Like it wasn't, everything didn't have a meaning the same way that it does now with Syra. And I was quite naive. I was young as a founder, but through my journey, I really developed. And I think iteration is like my key superpower. And I think everything kind of stems from that. So yes, it didn't feel authentic. I kind of outgrew it, and I realized I understand what a brand means, and I wanted to create something that resonated with me truly.
Imane, did you have mentors or people in your world, especially when you first started Bia? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have people that were helping to kind of guide your journey, or were you sort of just doing this out of necessity, not knowing what you were doing?
Yeah, it was very much like that in terms of looking around, seeing what was missing. And I felt like there was, it's always been innate. Like I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always had that feeling where I wanted to be my own boss and create something real and tangible. So it's I remember when I was younger, I used to basically get little things from my cupboard and try and sell it to my parents. So yeah, so it's always been innate. And because I come from a finance background, I don't, didn't work in beauty. I never was in that space. So it was difficult to kind of navigate and go from that to try and create a business and work in beauty. So that was pretty challenging.
When you, taking this back to the very beginning of what you were saying earlier, you had a hair loss journey. Can you take us back to what that felt like as a woman, as a young woman too, and what support system you had at that time? Did you have one?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with hair loss when I was like 19, and it's crippling. It's devastating. You feel disconnected from your reflection, and it's really hard because hair is such a token of beauty. It's symbol of wellness and health. And if you just look at movies and literature and everything, like long beautiful hair as a woman is the beauty standard. So it was a really difficult time, especially as I was just going into university. So that was an intense experience, especially as you're surrounded with peers that might not be suffering from the same thing. So it was a very difficult time for sure.
How did you cope with that?
I think for me, it was discovering the community that I was able to establish on YouTube. Understanding that I wasn't alone was like a huge thing. But then also understanding that, beauty isn't just appearance. It's about how we feel, how we show up in the world, and really connecting with that. So I think that's how I developed Syra as well, which means traveler, explorer, because I really wanted a space for women to feel heard, to be able to connect with themselves, because I feel like we've become strangers to ourselves, especially in like the beauty standard of today. It's very difficult. So yeah.
What do you think is the cause of that separation from knowing who we are as far as our physical and even our emotional and spiritual selves? What do you think is where is that divide being made?
I think from basically from understanding how we're perceived as women, and how the beauty standard of today has been so glorified in a way that has made us feel disconnected from ourselves, from our essence and our true being. So I think it stems from society, it stems from how we're perceived in society and how we're treated, especially as women, which is so difficult in today's world.
Yeah. And you work with women and girls on confidence and voice. So, how would you help someone move from a place of silence or being muted, even if they're muting themselves, to learning to speak up for themselves, self advocacy?
So Syra is all about finding holistic rituals to be able to connect with yourself. So it's it's mindful beauty is what I like to call it. It's being present in the moment so that you can really build that relationship with yourself and find that confidence in that silence, because each mindful ritual, each step in the system, the holistic system that helps promote hair growth, really gives you the space to unwind and to really connect with yourself, because people have become super like stranger to themselves. And it's those small acts every single day where you're taking the time to really give yourself love, to give yourself care, that allows you to be your most authentic, confident self, because those little small steps build and build, and they create the foundations where you can find your voice and you can feel more confident, because it doesn't matter how we look, but it really is important about how we feel and connect with ourselves in that way.
I agree. Were there ever moments when you decided to rebrand from Bia to Syra? Were there ever moments when you felt, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do this. Like self-doubt. Did you ever experience that?
Yeah, a lot of self-doubt, because regardless of my background and my experience, you do get that feeling of imposter syndrome, especially for me, making a hair care brand as a woman who is suffering from hair loss. It's like all the big brands and are influencer led with beautiful hair. So you feel like, okay, do I know what I'm doing? I'm not the poster child. I'm not the face of the brand which represents long, healthy hair. But I think sometimes it's just about recognizing your strengths, understanding who you are. And actually, that is my superpower, the fact that I have gone through this journey, that I can resonate with other women and I can connect with them on this. And I think that that's really important, just to understand your unique experience. You are the source. So yeah, I think really reminding yourself that is really important.
In the building of Syra, were you ever able to connect with the women who throughout the world are seeing your brand and experiencing hair loss as well?
Yeah, so through YouTube, I connect a lot with my subscribers and my watchers, and I think one thing that I always talk about and I always try and promote is this sense of positivity and understanding that, again, our appearance and whether we're suffering from hair loss or any other sort of insecurity, it doesn't define who we are. And I've been really kind of touched because women have found strength through watching and connecting with me and hearing my story, because they also feel like they're not alone. And it's not just about the transformations, but it's about finding your strength and finding your people so that you can also step into your most confident era.
That's great. What is a story from your journey that changed how you see yourself as a leader?
I think deciding to actually stop Bia when we were a six-figure business and taking that decision and being like, okay, we have a successful six-figure business, it's working. Actually, no, it doesn't feel like it resonates. It's not authentic to me. So taking the step to actually close it down and then rebrand and starting from scratch again,
Wow.
I think for me that was a big moment. And although it was very scary, it solidified my strength in my own feeling and experience to kind of do what feels right. And I think that's like the biggest takeaway for me.
Yeah. What were some moments in your career while either you were building Bia or Syra? What were some of the hardest moments for you as a leader? And moments specifically where you felt like I'm shrinking. I'm losing myself right now. Did you have any of those moments?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I was working on Bia and building Bia, I actually had a 9 to 5 and a career that I was going down. And I think the hardest part for me was doing something that didn't feel real and truthful to me. So my career in sales felt unintentional, and I felt like that path led me down somewhere I didn't really want to go down. And it's really just taking a step back and being like, okay, this doesn't feel right. It's like finance, which is quite toxic environment, and it doesn't feel true and authentic. So it was a really difficult time to navigate both and try and really build Bia whilst also having these challenges with my 9 to 5. But then having the epiphany that actually, no, this is actually really what I want to do. And then taking the huge decision to actually quit my job and say, okay, no, I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm going to like bet on myself and do something that feels intentional and true to me.
That's a hard decision.
Yes.
I feel like it's a hard decision. Maybe I'm assuming that you feel that way as well. I don't want to speak for you, but going from here's a consistent paycheck. I know what the job entails. I know what I'm doing. And whether you were enjoying it or not, here's consistency. And so you at that point are battling. This is what I know to be true. This is what I do every day. I can do this maybe with my hands tied behind my back. I know how to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Here's something that's actually calling me.
Yeah. It's something that's calling me, that's difficult, that's challenging, that's not guaranteed. That is a huge, huge risk. There's no stability whatsoever. Yeah, let's just put it all on fire and just go for it.
When was the last time you actually sat and thought about the success of that? That's a big deal. It's huge.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't actually sat down and actually thought about it, but I think, yeah, it is a huge life decision. But I feel like we have time. I don't know. For me, I feel like we have time, and there's no wrong decision. There's only a decision right. So no matter what decision you make, you can make it right. There are no wrong decisions in life, and even if you think you've taken the wrong path, you can pivot. You can, plant flowers on the path. You can do anything to make that decision right. So I would truly believe that, yeah, decision making is just a toy and cost, but just follow your gut, follow your heart, and follow your intuition.
Wow. Doesn't make this any less scary hearing it, but but that's definitely encouragement. For the women who consistently feel like, I know that there's a calling here. I feel the calling. It's keeping me up at night, but there's too much on the line. You said, I know we have time. What do you say to encourage women who say, oh yeah, I've got time. I'll do it later.
No, you have to act now. But it's more just like you'll figure it out, as in like you're not going to get to A to B, and the journey is the best part of it. But it's more just that you have to take action now, that you're limited in that you don't have time, like you need to act now. But in the process of, as soon as you start acting and you're intentional and you keep working at it, you have time to figure it out. So you will get to your destination, but really enjoy the journey and the process.
Yeah. Do you have a mentor that has helped to sort of guide you in this process?
So I have a few mentors. It's really good to try and get different experiences and different people from different walks of life. So I have two different networks that I kind of tap into. I can talk about them if you like, but there are some networks available that you can kind of tap into for free. So I really do champion mentors. I think they're a great way to accelerate your development.
I would love for you to talk about those networks, because I know the importance of mentorship. There are so many, I think that there's so many opportunities that we might have that we wouldn't necessarily understand how to take the steps that are necessary to take advantage of those opportunities without mentorship. It's such a vital and key component in the success of, entrepreneurship.
Yeah, definitely. So I would say the two main ones, there's a company called Connected, it's with a D at the end, and they help to basically, whatever you're dealing with or whatever you're working on, they help you connect with pro bono placements where specific people in the industry are trying to develop their skills. It might be they're trying to develop their mentoring, or they might be trying to get some board level exposure. So you let them know about your goals, and then they can connect you with relevant people in the industry, or it could be a parallel industry, and it's a great way to connect. They're brilliant. I really recommend them to everyone. The other one, if it's beauty specific, CEW, they have in the US as well in the UK, and they have a mentor program. So you join their membership, and then you get access to apply to their mentor program. It's a 6-month placement, and you get connected with different beauty experts. It could be people that are buyers or own their own beauty companies, all walks of life within the beauty space. And that's been super, super helpful for me. Okay. The other one is an event. I think they do it in the US as well, but it's called 100 Allies, and it's a 15-minute quick fire mentor session. So you get 3 mentors on the evening. You can pick who you would like to be connected with, but everyone is amazing that goes to these events, and you get 15 minutes, but it's the start of that connection. So obviously you can get you do get a lot of value in that 15 minutes, but it's about how you build on that connection that it helped facilitate in the first place. So that's like a really good one as well, that I would recommend to everyone.
Are these paid groups?
So Connected isn't paid. The CW is paid. There is a membership fee. And the 100 Allies event is like a ticketed event. So you just pay for your ticket for the evening.
I see. That's great. Thank you for those resources. In order to do all that you have done, there has to be another superpower that you have. My guess is that your ability to see your self-worth is very, very high, and to see the value that you bring to any situation, and to your own business. Can you speak to women who are watching, who are kind of struggling in that area, and they don't necessarily see themselves, like maybe a lot of our viewers are moms, a lot are not, but for those who are, maybe the only way that they feel useful, I guess, is in the home, but they still have this burning desire to do more. What would you say to them?
I think there are tools that I use to help really increase my self-worth. I think one of them that has been instrumental that I recommend to everyone is morning pages, and they are transformative. So you write 3 pages every single morning. It's the first thing that you do when you wake up, and it's unintentional streams of consciousness. You just let everything out on the page, everything that you're thinking about, and maybe you can do more than 3 pages, but then you can start to pick out on your negative biases. You might highlight specific patterns of thinking that you can then start to challenge and find evidence for the contra positive. So for example, if you're thinking that you're not good enough, then you can find evidence that points to the opposite, and it really helps you to connect with yourself and really understand. And then you can start rewriting your negative thought patterns. So instead of thinking I'm not good enough, start doing positive affirmations and writing them down after your 3 morning pages. So this is quite a practical approach, but writing down, I feel strong and I am worthy of everything that I desire. Once you start saying those positive affirmations, writing them down, then you can start programming your subconscious mind to really start believing it, and try and feel those emotions as well of the opposite of doubt, and really feeling that belief and that strength within yourself. I think that would be like a good first step, just to really kind of unpack that.
I love the practicality of that. Something that we can actually put into practice. That's so helpful. Thank you. When you think about this next generation of entrepreneurs, what is your hope for their relationship to their own voice?
My hope is that they can really connect with their own voice, get rid of the noise, the doom scrolling, the input from external factors, other people, film, society, and just really just take the time to be silent and be present and really listen. I think you will find all the answers within. I think that would be my hope.
That's beautiful. Imane, thank you so much for your honesty and for your courage and all that you have done. We're going to talk a little bit about how people can get in touch with you in just a little bit. But first, do you remember I told you about the game?
Excited for the game.
Okay. It's called Hot Mic.
Okay.
So 15 rapid fire questions.
Oh dear.
Random, but strategic. Rapid
Okay.
fire. Okay, so there's only one rule though, Imane. You have to say whatever comes to mind first. There's no thinking, there's no like pondering. No, say it.
Okay.
Again, this is easy for me, right? Because I'm not the one in the hot seat, but
yeah, you got it easy.
I've got it so easy. I know I do. It's gonna come back to bite me in one day. I know it will. Okay, ready? Question number 1. A comfort ritual before a big talk.
Well, it's got to be Syra mindful rituals, using our scalp gua sha, doing the hair growth routine, using our mist, scalp scrub, drinking Syra tea, making it before your big talk, the mindful ritual. It's got to be that.
Love that. Your favorite city for inspiration?
I love Paris. Paris is so romantic. It just has this feeling of romance, of love. I love Paris.
Love that. A song that makes you feel unstoppable?
I love all Sade. I love all of her songs. Smooth Operator would probably be up there. Yeah. Anything Sade.
I knew I liked you. I knew it. I knew it. A childhood hero?
A childhood hero. My mom. My mom is my childhood hero. She was my mom, my dad, like everything. And she's very much like just superwoman. She does everything. Yeah, my mom.
I mean, that makes a lot more sense now meeting you. That's exactly who you are. Okay. One thing you wish more women believed about themselves?
That they are beautiful, no matter what, regardless of what people say or think or do. I think there is beauty in everyone.
Love that. Your favorite workday fuel, snacks or drinks?
I'm not like a big snack person. Like, I don't really like having like crisps and stuff like that. I'm very like, I'll have my meals. I'm not really actually a snack person. So yeah, maybe drinks. Like I love like natural drinks. Like Tenzing is like my favorite like energy drink. It's all natural. It's got Himalayan salt. But I know this isn't really a snack, but I really like Organized, which is beef organs powder, and you mix it with yogurt. That would be my snack, which sounds really weird, but it's really good for you.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it tastes really good. It has like dates, maple syrup in it. It tastes really good. Like I don't normally like beef organ supplements, but this one's really good.
Okay, I wonder if they sell that here. I would try it. It's called Organized?
Organized, yeah. Organized.co.
Organized.
Super good for female health as well.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, I'll try it. How do you practice self-acceptance?
I think positive affirmations. So if I'm having any negative thought patterns or feeling unworthy, then I really I use this thing where if I'm thinking it, I'll say the word delete, cancel, and it automatically just like I can't remember what I was thinking about, and then I replace it with the positive until I start feeling it.
That's brilliant. Is that something that is practiced on Syra?
Not specifically, but it's something I've learned. There's like one of my favorite books. It's like thinking about the brain and the mind like a computer. So that's why you say those like delete, cancel, and
Yeah.
it generally you forget what you're actually thinking, and it's such a good little hack.
I love that. Okay, speaking of a book that you constantly go back to.
Well, there's this book that I've recently started kind of going back to. It's called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. And it's such a beautiful book. And it's just about how we're just pure awareness. We're the observer, and we just should stay in the seat of consciousness rather than becoming an emotion or a thought. And it's just like such a lovely book.
Wow. Okay. A language you dream of learning next?
I'd say Japanese. I
Why?
think I love anime, and like I knew a few phrases, and I just think it's such an amazing language that I think I would love to learn it and be able to communicate in Japanese.
Favorite anime show?
I can't remember the name of it, but the main guy, Full Metal Alchemist. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay. Lovely. A preferred way to reset after a tough meeting?
It's got to be Syra again, obviously. So I would like just take the evening, do my hair care, put in my oils, my balms and treatments, get in the shower, do scalp scrub, and just binge watch TV.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Okay, hashtag for your current season of life.
Say yes.
Oh, okay.
So just say yes to everything that comes your way.
Okay, I love that. Your morning mantra?
I call all my energy and power back to me.
Most powerful compliment you have ever received?
Oh, it's a hard one. You make everything fun.
That's a great compliment. Can you imagine getting the other one? You make it suck.
You're boring as.
You don't want that one. What is something that used to refresh you? What's something that used to refresh you 10 years ago that no longer refreshes you today?
Wow, I don't remember what happened a few weeks ago, let alone.
Same.
So I was 21. That used to refresh me. But no longer does. This is a hard one.
Do you want some examples?
Yeah, give me an example.
Okay, so for me personally, something that used to refresh me was spending a lot of time with lots of groups of people, like big groups of people. Now I don't mind it. But it doesn't refresh me. I prefer quality time with myself more now.
Yeah, I like that one. I think it's like when I just always wanting to like having FOMO and wanting to like go somewhere and get the most out of the evening or chasing that vibe or whatever. And actually now I'm like, I don't really care. Like I'm happy just to go home, once the night is done, or not even bother going out. So it's kind of similar vibe, but yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. We have talked a bit about this, but I still want to hear your take on it. What's your hidden superpower, something that nobody else knows or sees?
My hidden superpower. Horse riding. I can horse ride, I can gallop, I can canter. So if we ever get in an ambush in the forest, I'll be able to save us.
You're the girl to call. That's great. That's so fun. That's a lot of fun. Last question. A cause that you will always amplify?
I mean, it's obviously free Palestine, 100%, forever and always.
Love that. This has been so refreshing. Imane, this is like you're not just like this cool, amazing, down to earth woman, but also you're so accomplished. And I want you to hear that because I feel like you are a very hard worker and you don't stop. You don't stop to just celebrate yourself. And so I want you to know that we celebrate you. I celebrate you. You have accomplished so many amazing things. I would love for people at home to hear how they can help to celebrate you too and support Syra. Tell people exactly, is Syra an app? Is it something that we download? Is it a website?
Yeah, a website that you can buy all Syra products from. So www.syrahair.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any socials that you want people to know about for you?
Yeah, Imane Berkane is my Instagram. I've just kind of started it up, but Syra Haircare on Instagram, definitely. That would be so appreciated.
Any big projects you've got coming up for Syra?
Yes, lots of.
Hear about?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, working on something really, really exciting.
Oh, I love it. Please let us know and let us know how we can support because I would love that so much. Thank you for being a living reminder that difference is everything, that your voice matters, that hard work and determination are extremely important, but that what really matters is how you view yourself. And I hope that that's the message that women receive at home. And speaking of that, if this episode spoke to you, please share it with somebody who needs to hear Imane's message so that they can give themselves permission to be seen and to be themselves. Yeah. Imane, thank you again. Thank you.
So
And you're officially now part of the Unmuted family. So welcome. High five.
Very happy to be part of the family.
Thank you. We're happy that you're here. And thank you guys for watching at home. This has been an amazing episode, and we hope to see you again next time. Thanks for watching Unmuted. See you. What you just heard wasn't just a story. It was a spark, a glimpse into the heart of a woman living for purpose, and a reminder that when one woman shares, another woman wakes up to what's possible. These aren't just conversations, they're catalysts. I'm your host, Anjali Marshall, and this is the Unmuted Podcast, where voices rise, stories connect, and purpose finds its volume. Until next time, friends, stay unmuted.